I'm Audrey.
I'm Emily.
Emily. Audrey. I am your father. And this is
Dad.
Good Questions for Dad.
And this is Dad. And then
Oh, that was a good costume that year. Whatever year that was.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think
either.
I was
What
in
year?
kindergarten.
Gosh, you might have been. You might
Or
have been five.
I think you were Scream when I was in kindergarten.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. I don't remember what year I was. Darth Vader. Oh, so welcome to another episode of
Good
Questions
for
for
Dad.
Well, we didn't have to repeat it on that. It's just the opening that we can repeat. Or talk in unison.
Good questions.
So-
If you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm making a spice, an Emily
Recipe.
recipe for popcorn.
Well,
There we go.
in case you were wondering,
Can I throw this on
that's what she's doing. Sure. That's what the cleaning crew is for. Okay, so today's episode is, I guess, it's movie review.
That's spicy.
Pretty good popcorn. As you can tell, we brought popcorn. We brought the candy in today because we're doing the kids movie review. Now, a couple episodes we gave the real movie review or top 10 list, which is obviously my top. It's probably the top. It's at least in the top 10 of all time top 10 Halloween movies.
For you.
Top 10 list Halloween movie
Of the
things.
movies that we have.
Of the movies that we have. Yes. But after that episode, in which I gave my top 10 Halloween movies of all time, the girl said, well, wait, what about us? Don't we have a voice in this? And I said, you know what? Fine. So today what we're going to do is each of the kids here brought in their top 5 Halloween movies of all time. And what we're going to do is we'll count down theirs and see maybe where Dad and the kids differ.
Oh.
Okay, so, yeah,
What's that?
you want some. Okay. Well, let's get this show going. I think we'll start over here. Audrey, will you, what was your 5th best movie for Halloween? Nightmare on Elm Street.
The remake.
The remake. Not the original from...
The remake.
This one is the remake from 2010 or 2011, 2012. I don't know what year.
I remember getting it at like the store that was like everything $5 and under.
That's right. We did. We got it at five and below. Now, Audrey, why do you like this movie?
It's just because Freddy it's like, it's cool. Wait, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Just skip this part. Okay. So,
That's all right. Keep going. Camera's going.
okay. They flip. If you watched this before, they flip the room over for like when she's like all strangling all over the top of the room. But they flip the camera over to make it look like it's on the ceiling.
Yes. Audrey's very much into the special
That's
effects.
cool.
And how do they make this look so real? Because we all know that they are pretending in these sorts of movies. So we had to go and actually look up how did they make her crawl on the ceiling and make it look like she was getting stabbed and blood was coming out. Well, we did to show how fake it is. Okay, you said also that this movie is better than the one that I put in my top 3, which was the original from the 1980s. You said that this one has more jump
It's the
scares.
same. No.
No,
You said last night it was
this one's just better. Yeah,
It's much more not scary.
Oh, this one is not as scary?
The end is like not scary. It didn't give me a jump scare, just that part.
Okay, there's a jump scare at the beginning.
I fell
Yeah,
asleep
it is.
during if you remember our first video, your review, Daddy. I fell asleep during the original.
No, I did yes.
Okay. So Audrey's got Nightmare on Elm Street the remake. What's your number 5 over here, Emily?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlegeist. Beetlegeist.
Beetlejuice.
That's not.
Beetlejuice.
Guys, come on. And why did you pick this one?
Because it's a classic, sort of, and it's funny and it's good. I just like it because it's funny.
You like it because it's funny. It's a
No,
classic.
I like it. It's yummy.
Michael Keaton. Where have
Can you
you
put that
been
on?
lately?
I don't know.
Give me the thing
Mr.
that
Mom.
you use.
He was Batman in the not the originals, but the one of the first movies.
You put
He was
both
Batman.
of these in?
Yeah. Are you guys making popcorn or doing a movie review?
Both.
Both. Okay.
I'm making popcorn.
Michael Keaton was also in Cars and Toy Story, apparently.
He
So
was, what's his name in Toy Story?
he's been around. He was Ken.
Oh, yeah.
He was Ken in Toy Story. So he's been doing stuff. All right. You want to give him number 4 over here, starting off with your
Ghostbusters.
number 4, Ghostbusters, the Saturday Night
It's
Live
strange.
crew.
And it's a real haze.
And why do you like this? Is it a classic?
Yes. It's funny. And Slimer reminds me of me because I like eating.
Slimer reminds you of you. Interesting.
Well, I basically do.
Yeah,
No,
I like the ghost.
it's got Sigourney Weaver? Sigourney Weaver? How do you say her? Sigourney Weaver? Yeah, back when she was all the rage. She's in this movie too. She plays the helpless vixen, I guess.
What's her name? I don't remember her name.
So Ghostbusters is on your list. So far, Audrey would have to be winning on the scare factor with Nightmare on Elm Street the remake. What's your number 4 movie, Audrey?
Oh.
If you can. Oh,
It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown.
The Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. Not technically a movie, but definitely falls within the moving picture genre, I would say. Now, why do you like this one?
It's just because it's like,
Is it a classic?
What does that mean?
Good question. Means that it's withstood the test of time in order to be a good movie. Many people like it because it has brought some sort of something to the table.
With
it's
rocks.
a classic to my class.
Including rocks.
That's right.
I
Rocks
love
are
it.
in this movie. What?
It's a classic to my class. They
It's
love it.
Your class loves it. Kindergartners love it. First graders love it. Second graders love it. Third graders love it. Fourth graders love it. Fifth graders love it. Sixth graders
No, the
love it.
only
Seventh
class.
graders
Oh
love
my
it.
God. No.
8th graders love it.
No. Stop. No.
Graders love it.
No.
10th
Only
graders.
the ones that
11th
I've already
graders.
been in. I know so far.
12th graders love it. She put it on here because it's got.
Classic to my
It's a
class.
classic for her class.
For my
First
kindergarten and first.
Kindergarten and first grader, they all talk about it. All right. Well, give me your number 3 here, Audrey. 3rd best Halloween movie of all time, which is Garfield Holiday Celebrations. Now,
Wish it was Christmas.
this one, I think, is more of a personal one. I don't know if it's a classic, but I think because we have watched this
It
movie,
makes me want to watch, make it Christmas.
because the problem is that these, if you put it on Play All, it plays a Halloween episode, a Thanksgiving episode,
I
and
can
a
just show
Christmas episode, and we have continued to rewatch all 3 of the episodes.
Already.
It's like the first one we ever watch every year.
There you go. When Halloween comes around, the first movie that we pop in is the Garfield Celebrations. I probably
Go
bought
ahead and read
When I
it.
was 2.
it when you were 2, probably at a $3 and below, $3 and below. And
That's
every
better
year
than-
we watch it right before Halloween. Then right before Thanksgiving, we watch all three, the Halloween, the Thanksgiving, and the Christmas. And then when Christmas comes around, the day after Thanksgiving, we watch all 3 episodes again. So I think it's just more of a personal top 5 at this point. But I would enjoy them. And if you ever get a chance to watch Garfield in Garfield Holiday Celebrations, go ahead. I'm sure it's on YouTube. Number 3 for Emily.
Are you ready, guys?
I think Audrey's still winning on the scare factor. Pick.
Conjuring.
The Conjuring. Okay. So now we're getting into scary ones. Why would you pick this one?
Because it's very scary and I like scary movies and
Jump scares?
Yes, there is one part, spoiler alert, when they're in the bedroom, the girl gets scared because she thinks someone's in the room, which there is, but their other sister doesn't think there is. And then they look up on the dresser and there's this like scary thing, and I don't remember what it is, but like so scary. And the part at the end when the mom like gets possessed and everything, that part's scary.
And apparently based on a
True.
true story.
But it's not.
Which is the scariest part.
True story, yeah.
It's not real.
Reinterpreted by the director who directed this.
Maybe it says on the front.
Blue Jerry.
From the director of Saw and Insidious.
Yeah. From the director of Saw and Insidious. Doesn't even give us the name, but as long as if you've seen if you saw Saw, which I do like that movie.
I don't like that movie.
You may like this movie as well.
It's just Saw is just.
I don't think it's stood the test of time. This did not even make my top 10 yet. So,
Yes. You said yes.
but a bunch of these, well, Audrey, I guess you're on your own top 5. But so The Conjuring, and I would admit that now is a scary movie. Parental guidance is
Very.
needed.
Yes, we're watching that
When you're watching this.
We're watching that at my Halloween party. No matter what, Riley, we're watching it.
Ooh, name drop on the Riles, and we are watching The Conjuring
And Halloween,
on your party day. Okay.
which is next Friday.
Saturday, but we'll
Oh,
see
yeah,
if people
Saturday.
show up
Uh-huh.
on Friday. All right, now we're getting down to the top 2 for you guys. These are very important now to be picking.
Gotta hide them.
Audrey, who wants to go first with her
Me,
number 2?
me.
I'm
Somebody
the
better.
youngest.
Number 2.
I have
You're
Halloween.
busy making popcorn.
Halloween.
Number 2 for Emily, Halloween. Good choice. Do you have is it just because of Jamie Lee Curtis?
No, it's just really good. And you were Michael Myers last year or the year before.
Yeah, one of those years I was Michael Myers.
What were you last year then?
Dracula.
Yeah.
So Halloween, which is not, it's one of those horror movies that are, there's not a lot of blood.
No.
I don't even know if they show any blood in the movie, to tell you the truth.
Maybe when the girl gets stabbed.
I don't even know if they showed blood in that scene. We'll see again, but there's very little blood.
Because it's like the 1970s.
No, they had that's when Texas Chainsaw Massacre came out.
Oh.
They definitely had some fairly bloody sort of movies back then. But this movie
Bob, get out of here!
was kind of meant to wind you up, and the music would get you kind of worked up, and knowing that something's going to happen, then all of a sudden, boom, jump scares.
Sort of, not really.
It's all in your mind more about this movie than anything else. So, and Jamie Lee Curtis, who continues to look fabulous after all these years.
I'm doing the
Looks great in this
opposite way.
movie. That's a
She
nice
looks
choice.
on
I
fleek.
had this at number 1, I think. You got this at number 2. Good choice. A little different.
I'm doing the opposite way of hers. I'm going from scares to not
All
scares.
right, let's see your number 2. What's your second favorite Halloween movie of all time? Room on the Broom.
And it's sad.
And it's sad. Why did you pick this one, Audrey?
My mouth is on fire.
Because it's sad?
I know. It's just like teamwork.
17.
spoiler alert right now.
Spoiler alert. Hold on.
Okay. So the witch, the frog jumped and boom, it crashed into 2 pieces, and then the end with all the animals fall, and then the witch tried to get eaten by a red dinosaur. A red
Dragon.
dragon, and the teamwork part is right now. So they like the people they go into a pond, and then they come up into a big gross monster that's all like yucky and like it has mud all over it, and then the dinosaur
Dragon.
walked away, put the
The broom.
the wizard, the
Witch.
witch gets like saved by them, and they fix the
I fell
room
asleep
with
during
the
this movie,
cool
too.
ending movie.
Yes.
With like 2 seats for the dog and the cat, and then
On the broom.
on
the broom. Yeah,
on the
yeah.
front
Seats on the broom.
and
Room on the broom.
3. So the cat goes in front, the dog goes in the middle, then the dog goes in the back. The witch goes in the back, and then the bird has its own like wings, and then the frog has its own lily pad, but it's kind of like a bathtub, and when the room goes, then it's like a bathtub, and then the top sprinkles down into the water. It's cool.
And there's your-
Actually, it's a cool broom.
It's a cool broom. That's your plot summary for Room on the Broom.
The actual
Spoiler alerts.
plot summary is
Well,
a witch had a cat and a very tall plant. It's like a rhyming thing. All I remember is that it like rhymes whenever they talk. The narrator rhymes all the time. It's like, yeah,
Well
oh
written.
my god, let's have a cat and a bat together.
but not a rat. All right, so number 2, Room on the Broom, which is a very cute movie, I have to
You
admit.
can say that.
I don't know if it makes my top 10.
No, not even close to my top 10.
All right, number 1, both of you go at the same time. Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, and Firestarter. All right, so I guess, let's start with you. Why the original?
Because it's way better than the remake, because the remake sometimes doesn't even make any sense. And the original, the Freddy Krueger is just way better looking. It looks more like
Here's the
pepperoni pizza.
Looks more real, I would admit. This one did not have any computer graphic imaging versus Audrey's choice of the remake had a lot of
But you?
CGI
Where?
on his face and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Which I found out because I had to go back and watch the making of
Nightmare on Elm Street. I
Nightmare
saw
on Elm
that movie.
Street.
It's so gory. I hate that movie.
Because Audrey wanted to see how it was made. And that's kind of a good way to show how not real these are. I would agree. This made my number 3 list, I think.
It was number
Versus this one.
3.
I disagree with this choice, but I understand because you're part of Generation Z. Or whatever generation
What
you are.
generation am I?
The Y. I'm Generation X. So you gotta be Y, you're Z. Okay, so, and then, now, so I agree with this. I think it's a lot scarier. It's got a little bit more plot line to it than the remake. Audrey, I see that you picked a movie with my girlfriend in it. Drew Barrymore, Firestarter?
Her?
Yes.
What?
Yes.
Oh my god.
She's in E.T. She's in freaking.
Oh, yeah, yes,
She's in
yes.
Blended. She's in She's in a lot of movies with Adam Sandler.
Wedding Singer.
Yeah, I like that movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny.
So,
like E.T. next.
and E.T., yes. But now, why did you pick Firestarter?
Yeah.
Firestarter.
It's because like this girl, like whenever she gets angry, she turns fire everywhere and like it's so cool. It's like she has firepower and it's like
Like
it's
Mario.
so cool. And I wish I could do that.
You wish you could do that.
I bet you. I
I
know.
wish
I know what she would probably
Magic
do.
Tree House.
I know what she would probably do with her
So-
fire stuff. She would burn me.
No, I would not.
Hopefully you would get it under control, just like the, you know,
I'll try not to.
just
do
like
that.
not in the movie. Again, this is a Stephen King making.
And no, it shows my favorite part. This is like the craziest part.
The craziest part,
It's when she
Firestarter.
burns up the house.
when she burns up the house,
Which is the end.
which is
Spoiler
the end.
alert.
Spoiler alert.
And when she burns the barn.
And she burns the
Spoiler
barn.
alert.
She burns a bunch of other people too,
A lot.
catching them on fire.
Because her dad died.
Because her dad died.
Okay.
Her dad said, "Make it. Go ahead and use your firepower."
Make it look like it's a war so they don't mess with you anymore.
There you go. Make it look like a war, so they don't mess with you anymore. And guess what? She made it look like a one-sided war. Spoiler alert. I'm impressed by this choice, though, Audrey. I have to admit, it was not on my top 10 because I liked the book so much better. But the fact that you chose Firestarter as your #1 movie makes me proud. And Emily, as your #1 movie, Nightmare on Elm Street, also makes me proud because that's from my childhood. So the apple does not fall far from the tree, or the generation XYZ does not fall far from the alphabetical sequence
Dang.
of the alphabet. So there you go. If you're a child, now you can you got the kids list here of top 5 movies. Just to recap: Audrey, #5, Nightmare on Elm Street remake. #4, It's a Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown. #3, Garfield Holiday Celebrations, 3 movies. #2, Room on the Broom. And the #1 from Audrey, Firestarter. Which she,
And she actually looks like me, kind of.
She does. Emily, your top 5, Beetlegeist,
Jews.
Beetlejuice.
Ghostbusters, Conjuring, Halloween, and Nightmare on Elm Street, the original. Well, there you go. Go out, watch your movies, be scared,
Watch Nightmare on Elm Street.
get your popcorn,
Watch
Watch this one the most.
and
This one.
who's gonna get that camera because I can't reach it with my finger.
Adios.
Thank you for